Hello YouTube and fellow Terminator fans, welcome back to my channel Guelo John. I'm your host John, and today we are doing, yes, even more upgrades to the hoses. But this one is an actual steel brake hose. So this is steel braided proper brake hose, really good stuff, and it looks absolutely superb in there. It really does do the job. I'm really pleased with that. When I did it, I showed it to my wife and I said, which one do you prefer? She said, I prefer this one. And well, of course you do. Of course you do. Well, why wouldn't you? So I'm not taking her advice on this anymore. I'm just going to keep going myself. Watch Steve Williams video today. Really good, mate. Absolutely love what you're doing with it. Really does look so cool. Especially with all of the cutting it away and all that sort of stuff. I'm not so sure about the leg pistons though. The extra bits you've done on that. Yeah, I know it's movie accurate for the first film. Not sure it was in the second film, but I that's not really a way I would go with that. Yeah. But I love the rest of the stuff you're doing. Love what you did with that too. The little screw inside of it. I can't do that on this one, so I'm gonna have to find another way to make that swivel. Because mine's actual, it's steel that I've used. It's not the original one, because the original one was under a lot of pressure on this, and it looked like it may snap at some point. So I've had to redo the whole thing in steel, but it does work. Ironic, really ironic. My wife was throwing away literally yesterday a bin from a couple of bins from the bathrooms, and I said, I'll have that. That's for the handle. That was the handle of it. And it's absolutely perfect for that part. So you just cut it off with a Dremel, zip, all the way around there, boom. Fits in beautifully, and it really holds it well. You do obviously have to drill this out a bit because you've got that little notch in there, but you know, and drill a little bit deeper if you can. But getting to the hose, that actual hose itself, what I'm using is AN3. This is AN3. Wasn't my idea. This was somebody dropped a little message on my channel just saying that he thought that AN3 proper steel braided brake hose would work perfectly on this. Rob Greenwood, and it does work, Rob. It really does work. But you do have to do a bit of work to it. Obviously, there's a but. There's always a but with these things, isn't there? But then it's a kit, guys. We're building a kit, and we're enjoying the build. And we're enjoying the customizations too. They look really good. So with this stuff, you've got the inner nylon core. You've got the proper steel braided inner liner, which is the bit we want. That's what we're after. And outside of it, you've got a transparent plastic covering. So what you'd have to do is you cut it, and I'm using a Dremel to cut this. I recommend a Dremel with a sharp blade on it. All the way around. So you're cutting all the way around here, all the way around through just the outer sleeve and the braiding. So when you hit the white, when you can see the white, you've gone far enough. So do all that all the way around, and then when you've got the two halves together and they cut, just pull it apart. And as you're pulling it apart, the inner nylon tube comes out. Makes it so much easier for you. To be fair, I didn't do that immediately. No. I drilled out the first one. I cut it to this length and got as long a drill bits as I could and drilled this out and made a hell of a mess. So don't do that. I'm not always brilliant. No, in fact, you're never brilliant, are you? No, of course I am. Of course I am. Look what I'm doing. I'm amazing. Yeah, so just pull it and it comes out. So much easier. Once you've done that, you're left with this, which is just a hollow tube, which is great. And then you have to cut off the outer nylon sleeve. Obviously, don't do it on your kitchen table because you will be murdered by your wife. So what you do is you literally just, you're cutting the outer sleeve all the way off with a really sharp knife, a really sharp blade. Don't do it down like that and across your fingers, because you cut your fingers off. Then you have no fingers left. Oh my God, you got no fingers, and cut it off. But the braid looks really good. Totally worth it. No, cut below. And if you are the kind of person who's going to cut your fingers off, please use adult supervision. Get somebody to watch you. You know, make sure that you're not cutting your own fingers off. It's really dangerous, really sharp. And get a proper board. Get a proper cutting board. Don't be hacking up your kitchen tables, guys. This is a rush. I don't get a lot of time to do this. So I'm rushing. As you can see, it's really dark around me. I've only got the one large light. So cut it off. So you cut it to the end, and then you'd peel it back. I use the needle nose pliers. Get needle nose pliers for this. They really are vital. You're just peeling it all the way back because you've got the cut down there till you get to halfway, and then just strip it off. So it all comes off in one, like so. Yeah. So it all just strips off. It's really nice stuff, actually. This is really good quality. I feel a bit guilty for cutting it down now and not using it for its intended purpose. I will put a link to where I got it, because I think it was, you can buy a half a meter for $3.99, which is really good, and it's super fast delivery. I mean, I got it pretty much the next day. Really fast delivery, but I got twice the amount. So mine was I think it was £6.50 for a meter of it, and meters, it's nice to have a meter because then you can muck about. If you make a mistake, you've still got loads left. So again, you'd cut all the way around it so it's just to the nylon. Rip the nylon out, cut the top sleeve off, and then you are left with just the hose itself. And these end parts are from the telescopic magnetic stick that I had. So they're cut down, and you cut that down with the C-type cutter. So you cut it. I mean, I'm doing these as a measurement. I'm doing these so that they're the same size as that. So you just put that in there. You put the pipe in there, clamp that down until it's on it, and then spin this around on the pipe until it's and tightening up as you go in. So each time you spin it around, just tighten it up a little bit more until it just pops off. And it pops off and it's sealed both ends, which is really nice. It does make a nice little effect. You're also going to need a little piece of the inner nylon. So you'd cut that down, get your needle nose pliers in there, open that up. Because what you're going to be doing is putting in the end of that into there. So that will then fit inside of there. Cut that off and plonk that inside of there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a little piece of nylon in there, but it's only about the same size as that. It literally just holds that really tightly inside. So you've got that inside of there. So once you've put that inside of there, you then lift that piece of chrome steel over the top of it. So you slide that up over the top of it. That goes inside, slide it up. Mind the tops of these because the braid is really sharp because it's proper steel. So it's really, really sharp and it will dig into your fingers. Quite painful. I did it loads of times. But I did not cry once. No siree, because I am massively hard. Well, I might have cried a little bit. No, I didn't. So yeah, so you've got that there. And I've also got a nut, which I haven't actually glued in place yet. So there's a nut there that I've drilled out the inside of. So you just, it's whatever steel you can get to get inside of there. It's a nut that fits comfortably over it once you've drilled out the insides. So I will glue that in place, and I will figure out a way to make that swivel with it, because that was a really good idea, Steve. I really did like that. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for that one. I will be doing a weathering video for Sheffield, because he did ask me to, and I have nothing but love and respect for that man. So I will be doing it, mate. It's just getting the time. And what else? I will also be doing a comparison on the skulls, the difference I've made to it. So all the modifications I've made to the skull, because I managed to find on eBay someone was selling just the skull and the neck for like 25 quid. There's a bargain, because I'm going to use the shell of that as the smashed Terminator skull on the base of mine. So I'll be doing a comparison video. So I've got this one, comparison one, and the weathering ones. Okay, hopefully that was all cool. And you guys stay safe, have fun, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye for now. Right, quick amendment to what I was saying earlier, because I did say I hadn't got any of the braiding. I was going to have to find something for the neck ones. I'd actually already ordered something, but I wasn't sure. And now it's arrived, and it is actually really good. It's a proper steel braiding on a core that's got some copper inside of it, so you can actually pose it. It will pose into position, which is really good for what we're doing. It works perfectly for the neck one, absolutely perfectly. I've put some of the original neck spring at the bottom just to stop it fraying, and that'll slide in really easy. So that will work really well with that. And for I said I was having trouble finding a way to actually lock this into the shoulder. I'm going to use a star washer. It's a locking washer. You push it in, it catches onto it. But I'm going to have to drill out that particular section on the shoulder, so that will lock into there, and then it can move around as it wishes inside, and it will never come out because it's locked inside the shoulder. And that is the amendments. So Steve, I think if you use this for the legs, that will look a lot better. In fact, if you used it for all of them, because it's slightly larger. I mean, I bought this one because you recommended this one, and although it is really nice, it is a nice braid. It's not steel. It's not even close to steel. And this is the one I got was slightly thicker, but this is slightly thicker than that, which is what's giving me the impression that it's closer to a 3mm than a 2.5. It could be 2.5. I'm not 100% sure, but it's actually better than this one, and it's around about the same price. I mean, this was £5.55p for a metre, and you're only going to really need a metre. I've bought a couple of meters because I've got 2 of them to do, so I've actually bought 3 meters of it because I've got 2 of these to do, and I might change a few of the pistons and add a few bits and bobs. Yeah, so that's about it. So I'll get Ryan to upload all this and put some pictures up. I'll put a picture up from where I bought this as well, so you got pictures of where I bought both of these, because this stuff is great. I absolutely love this stuff. Really, really good stuff. Anyway, that's it. Have fun, and bye for now.